Welcome to the the-fwot-show on the Coil Entertainment Network, pointing out idiocy one story at a time. I'm Rob Steele, that's Jesus Jones in the background, and what the is going on in Iowa? I ask because they passed a law this past week that makes very little sense. Now, I'm not trying to discriminate against anyone, and it kind of sounds like I am. But in a sense, it seems like it might need to be done in this particular case. The law in Iowa grants permits to acquire or carry guns in public to people who are legally and or completely blind. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to segregate against any portion of our population, but is it really a good idea to let blind people have guns? I know there was that one episode of Matlock where the blind guy really worked it out and was able to shoot somebody, but that wasn't in public, and I don't think you're going to have much time to plan if someone decides to hold up the McDonald's you're in. I'm just saying, this sounds like a bad idea. Who else thinks this is a bad idea? That would be law enforcement officials in Iowa. Why this has come up, I don't know. Most of the planet is trying to get rid of guns, and most of the planet has succeeded, except the United States hasn't. We're, for some reason, trying to give out more guns, including that whole teacher thing. Give guns to teachers, that way there will be no more school shootings. Except when the teacher snaps, which happened late last week in Dalton, Georgia. There's a teacher by the name of Jesse Randall Davidson who just snapped. Locked himself in his schoolroom, fired the gun a couple of times. Technically, this should count as another school shooting. He's in custody. It's just really. The report actually out of Dalton said that, yes, one child was injured. She twisted her ankle evacuating the school. I'm sorry, that doesn't count. Regardless, don't give guns to teachers. Can you just imagine that one teacher that all the kids pick on finally snapping and shooting all the kids? I can. I'd rather that didn't happen. And it's not like we're getting help from the government. I mean, Florida did something right for about 10 minutes. The Florida State Senate briefly approved a 2-year freeze on the sale of AR-15 assault rifles. They did. I was very proud of them. Until they overturned the vote. I'm sorry, it's not 10. It's not 10 minutes. It lasted 15 minutes. So for those 15 minutes, one for every AR, you could not buy an assault. No, get rid of them. You don't need an assault rifle to go deer hunting. Several people have picked up on this. I mean, Dick's Sporting Goods decided on its own to stop selling assault rifles. Now, it's not much of a start, and who would have thought it from a store called Dick's? But they started a trend, kinda. Walmart almost joined in. Now, no one under 21 can buy an assault rifle. It's a start. We're getting there. Kroger's joined in. That's the one that confused me, because Kroger's is a grocery store. I have never gone into a Kroger's anywhere in the country and gone, oh, look, there's some beets and broccoli and peppers and vegetables and AR-15s and beef and, AR-15. I've never seen an assault rifle at a Kroger store. I haven't. But apparently they own another chain called Fred Meyer's, which sells guns and ammo, as opposed to Oscar Myers, which sells bologna, which is spelled funny, and on aisle 3. Price check, please. Donald Trump has just barely spent 400 days in office as the President of the United States, and 100 of them have taken place at his golf resorts. Let's do some math here. Yeah, that's not good. You remember when you guys bitched about Obama once a month going to play golf. This I made that term up, and I'm going to use it because it fits. Is there every week playing golf? Hello? And he's not the brightest bulb in the pack. No. You remember when Trump had that Hanukkah party and forgot to invite anyone who was, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, Jewish. Well, apparently it's rubbing off because the GOP, in its infinite wisdom, decided for Black History Month to have a little party honoring the achievements of prominent Black Republicans. I would say both of them, but they didn't invite Republican National Committee Chairman Michael Steele. So apparently they just got the one black guy. Why are they in charge again? Remind me. And now from the world of sports medicine. It's something that I like the idea of in theory. It's the practicality I'm not quite getting. WWE, Impact Wrestling, ROH Wrestling, just all-around wrestling superstar Jeff Hardy has been known for years for jumping off high things onto people. And I mean ludicrously high, buildings. The guy's nuts. He's fun as hell to watch, but he's nuts. Has he had concussions? Well, duh. Hello. Now he has said that he is going to donate his brain when he dies. I want to clear that up. Donate his brain to chronic traumatic encephalopath CTE research. That's the concussion stuff. He says, if anyone's going to have a concussion, it's going to be me. No, he didn't say that. He probably could have, though, and it would have made sense. Now, my problem here is, a concussion is when the brain wanders around inside the skull. We know that. I'm not entirely sure what this research is going to find out. I mean, I hope they find ways to help treat it better, but if you bang your head repeatedly that hard, it's going to fuck you up. So don't do it. I mean, I'm in favor of finding things to make it get better faster. And if you're a professional wrestler, or a football player, or a hockey player, or a sport where you get bashed about the head frequently, boxing, hello. UFC, hello. You're going to get concussions. You should know that going in. I knew that going in. My kids know that going in. How do they not know going in? Hello. How are you going to prevent concussions? You're not. Don't do it. Don't put yourself in that situation. I don't really understand what the purpose of donating a brain is. They're going to go, yes, look, Jeff Hardy jumped off lots of things and went splat. A lot. For the amusement of the millions. I just don't know what good it's going to do. If you have an answer to that, or if you have more questions, because I'll always have questions, contact me through the website, the-fwot-show.com. There's buttons for email, which is actually rob@the-fwot-show.com. There's buttons for Facebook and Twitter and iTunes and the Google Play Store and YouTube. Subscribe to the show because it's fun. And while you're at the website, swing by the Fwot shop. Pick up a hat or a t-shirt or a coffee mug even. It all goes to support everything on the Coil Entertainment Network. And I'm going to leave you... Well, actually, I was going to leave you with Ben Carson's $31,000 furniture debacle. Now, granted, he canceled the order, but I'm wondering, does this twit know what a price tag is? And has he ever really looked at one? Because he seemed to get confused. It cost money? I didn't know. You knew. Twit. That's not the big money waster this week. No, it's going to be a product that's not out yet, but it is coming. Available in either red or what is being called pizza wheat. I didn't name them. Pizza Hut is putting out something called the Pie Top shoe, which is really a high top sneaker that has a special button on it. The button, when depressed, pauses your live television, provided you have a compatible service, and orders a pizza for you. I'd like to be making that up. And frankly, I don't care if it is a March Madness gimmick. We can live without these, no matter who you are. Water in Flint, Michigan? That's hard. Pizza delivering shoes. Right. You know what? Until next time, I just want you to be safe and don't order pizza with your shoes.